We believe the best way to relate to and understand your user base is by following the device journey through form and event data. This conviction has also led us to provide form and event churn data, which allows you to specifically analyze what landing screens and events are successful versus screens and events that are pain points to your users. For example, if you are seeing a low form churn rate on a payment screen, then this would mean the payment screen is successful in capturing revenue. Let's look at the user flow section. These forms are linked together to portray how all the events are related. The lines that connect each of these forms display a number that matches the total form views field in the destination form. This number represents the total number of times an event led to that form. For example, if your main screen form shows 100 form views that lead to a search screen form, that means devices have searched from the main screen 100 times in the app. Clicking the connection will change the color of all related events, so you are able to view the relationship. The color of the connection represents the frequency an event occurs. These colors can be changed and modified to your preference. The event form has a symbol located on the top right corner. If you click this symbol, a separate event screen will pop up. This pop-up screen displays all events categorized under the form, along with a total count and percentage totals of each event. You can filter through all these events by country, language, OS, age, gender, and app versions by clicking the Filter tab on the top right corner. Next, Uninstall flow section. The uninstall pattern data is arguably one of the most important pieces of information regarding your app. Appreneur takes all of your user device information and automatically analyzes the user usage pattern through our AI bot. To maintain and increase retention, it is critical that uninstall behavior is thoroughly understood. By understanding these uninstall patterns, you can execute remarketing campaigns and significantly boost user device engagement in your app. The form shown directly below the Uninstall Pattern tab represents the last form a user sees before uninstalling. We highly recommend clicking on each pattern summary form and combing through the data provided, such as country, OS, device, etc., to understand what demographics uninstall and why. By clicking the Reasons toggle, you can view the most frequently viewed forms that appear prior to an uninstall. We recommend taking time to think through why exactly this form is frequently viewed prior to an uninstall. Within each uninstall reason box, the size of the event shape represents how big of a factor it is for that uninstall reason. Let's take a quick look at the user exit flow section. This dashboard displays the last form a user views before exiting the app. An unusually high session out count within any of these forms warrant a thorough investigation as to the root cause of the event. Form sequence and events section. We believe the best way to understand your user base is by following the user's journey through form and event data. This is key to maintaining retention within your app. To help you thoroughly understand each event form, the Form Contents and Events dashboard allows you to drill into each event in great detail. Furthermore, by providing form churn and event churn data, you'll be able to quickly identify which areas in your app that are either positively or negatively impacting the retention. First, the Form Sequence Analyzer allows you to map a complete form flow from beginning to end during a specific time period. Starting from the first form of the app, you will be provided with a list of available subsequent forms a user can enter into. These connected forms become a next part of the form flow once selected, or sequence, and provide a set of available forms a user can enter into. Once there are no forms available to click on, you have reached the end of the sequence. Secondly, form churn and event churn sections are unique features of our platform. Appreneur provides retention and churn data for every form and event in your app. Why is this important? By digging into form and event data on a case-by-case basis, you can accurately pinpoint exactly whether strengths or weaknesses are within your app. This is effectively providing a SWOT analysis across all app features and UI/UX design. Perhaps users are churning out your app after they execute a search. In this case, your search form would display an extremely low retention rate and high churn rate, signaling that you must make changes within that section. For both forms and event churn sections, a list of all available selections will be presented in one column. You can select up to 5 items to output at once. Item selections are limited because of intense computing power required to process all of the information. Lastly, engage user flow section. Other analytics platforms typically define users as active users. However, Appreneur distinctly defines users who highly engage with the app as engaged user devices. By clicking the Engage User Flow dashboard, you can get all the pertinent data related to these user devices, such as total number of engaged devices, total sessions, the session duration, and so forth. Additionally, you can filter through all user categories by country, language, operating system, age, gender, and app version by clicking the Filter tab on the top right corner. The Appreneur AI bot performs user device behavior analysis daily, which means a device can transition from engaged to unengaged depending on the day. If there are a significant number of engaged devices, however a small number of forms and event counts, then having engaged users ultimately is meaningless. The reason? Engaged users by definition are extremely active within the app, typically 70% or more than an active user.